I thank you most sincerely for the honor of accepting my invitation to meet here today. As you know, I've had the privilege of meeting and working with some of you in my previous roles, and it is an absolute pleasure that with this new role we will continue to work together, and we'll meet frequently and have a deeper, impactful engagements. I approach this role with tremendous humility and gratitude to the President for trusting me with this important function. I also approach it with tremendous humility, knowing how important is this role to the prosperity of our country, for cooperation between our country and newer countries and peoples and organizations. As you know, the President recently made some changes in the setup of the ministry by creating two positions. One is a Deputy Minister dealing with East African cooperation, who unfortunately is not here with us. He's traveled to his constituency for pressing matters, and Permanent Secretary for EAC as well, who has just been introduced. The rationale for changes, as the President talked about during our swearing in, was to enhance efficiency and effectiveness in our diplomacy generally. So we hope that this is going to enable us to fulfill our mandate with efficiency. I know and I appreciate that all of you have had a well-established personal and working relationship with my predecessor, Dr. Stegomeno Tax, and I want to commit to you that I intend to keep on and double the efforts that she had undertaken to make sure that we work together very well and we engage. I want to, before I proceed, take note of events, tragic events that have taken place in our two sister republics, the Kingdom of Morocco and Libya. And as the government and people, United Republic of Tanzania, would like to express once again our heartfelt condolences to our dear brothers and sisters in the Kingdom of Morocco and the state of Libya for the tragedies caused by devastating earthquake in Morocco and floods in Libya that has led to loss of thousands of lives and injuries and destruction of property. During this trying time, we join you and bereaved families and the people of Kingdom of Morocco and state of Libya in mourning this heavy loss. May their soul rest in eternal peace, as we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. So now I am tremendously excited that I get to work with you, and it appears that you know, when I was planning for this event and the future engagement, I had planned to host a barbecue in my yard, but looking at the number here, people, and the size of my yard, you know, I'm thinking maybe we should have plan B. But the idea for this role for me is to have a personal and close working relationship with each and every one of you. I will be available to you all the time, and some of you are already on my WhatsApp. And if you don't have my WhatsApp, you can have it today. I know that the world of diplomacy operates on protocol, not verbals, and waiting for official channel to be called in for an appointment. We will do that, but also we will meet immediately when need arises. That's the way I work, and I don't know any other way other than moving fast and providing opportunity for a partner, friend who needs to see you, who has an idea, who has a pressing matter that needs our attention. So my commitment to you is greater access, greater engagement, availability, dialogue, with a hope for building mutual trust between us. I want and wish and hope that your presence in our country will have the intended purpose for you to be here. This is your life's work, and it has to amount to something, and that depends on the way we are organized as government and the ministry to make sure that we benefit from your presence here. So I would like to, this meeting today has two sections. One is this speech that I need to give, and an interactive session. I would like to spend as little time as possible in this formal speech so that we can have more time to talk. And we will excuse the members of press on that session so that we can be frank and honest and open to each other. So I'm looking forward to that. But before that, let me say some few things that are important. One is, as you know, we are reviewing our foreign policy. We have started the process. Foreign policy, as you know, is among the core instruments essential in guiding relations between states, international organizations, and other key players. So, prompted by new developments and prevailing situations, as you know, our previous policy was formulated in 2001, and the world has changed quite tremendously since then. So it was necessary that we review our policy. So as we speak, the process for consultation and gathering ideas among stakeholders is ongoing, and we hope that the document will be finalized in the next few months with engagements with other stakeholders in the country. I know that it requires of us to act fast, to respond, not verbal, quickly, when you seek engagements, and we will correct this. But please, let's stick to the way things are done. We would not expect rogue engagements out there, which we find it difficult when we convene within government to streamline our operations. Now, finally, let me say that, look, you are here in Tanzania because you have chosen to be our partners. And we value this choice. And as I said earlier, this choice and this investment to be here must lead to benefit for all of us. The choice of you being in this country, the investment that your countries have made to be here, or your organizations have made to be here, must be a source of pride and satisfaction for you and us as well. We can't let you feel miserable here in this country. We can't let you feel idle. We can't let you feel lost. We will do all that we need to do to make your presence here impactful. There is nothing worse than an appointed representative of a country, or a president or a king, to come here and they cannot get an appointment. The letters can not be responded to. This we will not allow. So we'll make sure that what you want to pursue in this country for mutual benefit is pursued and given a chance. So this I commit. I used to be Minister for Energy. I have a little bit of energy still. And I enjoy being busy and active. So, you know, as an ambassador, if you feel that you're not moving, if you feel that there are roadblocks, if you feel that your effort is not bearing fruit, please talk to us. We'll help you, most definitely. And diplomacy is your life's work, and building bridges and partnerships is why you're here. You're here to build strong ties between our countries and your countries and organizations to pursue common interest and meet the challenges of our time. I think we must not lose sight of this as to why we're here, why you're here in Tanzania. To build stronger ties, build bridges, pursue common interest, and meet the challenges of our time. This is summation of our work, and we will be with you to make sure that, that this is realized. I know that you know this, but I must emphasize that you play a very important role here in Tanzania. You promote dialogue between our country and your countries and peoples and organizations. You give your countries and organization a face in this country. And also, conversely, you paint a picture of Tanzania in your countries and in your organizations. And I know that actually many of you do this way better than we can. You are advocates of Tanzania in your countries, and this we appreciate very much. So through you, we have a face of your countries here in Tanzania, and we hope that you paint a correct picture of Tanzania in your countries as well. This task is very, very important to advance common understanding, to pursue common interest, to tackle common challenges. This we must not forget. And you have been you have had a critical impact on political and social relations between our countries and people. This is an awesome responsibility. This is an absolutely awesome responsibility. But for it to happen, for that responsibility to be executed, there ought to exist ability and willingness to engage. Ability and willingness for constructive dialogue. This is a prerequisite for our presence here to have meaning and to have impact. We have expressed our willingness and desire for constructive dialogue, and we hope for the same from you. And with this, we can address easily, when we have this, we can easily and quickly address whatever challenge is before us, either it's poverty, access to education, peace and security, in advancing common understanding and cooperation. And we are very grateful for your availability to us. Thank you very much.